Hi there, my name is Kimberly Wilson of Tranquility du Jour, and welcome to Tea with Kimberly. Today, I'm going to be sharing 8 tranquility tools that I have found to help set me up for success on a daily basis. So, I have 8 tranquility tools for daily, weekly, monthly, seasonally. I want to create annually, so I got to get on that. And these are the daily ones we're going to be talking about. So those of you who have the day book, which you can find at kimberlywilson.com, and then of course over on Amazon, if you turn to page 13, I'm going to talk through these. So number 1 is a morning ritual. Now it's often called morning routine, which I like too, but ritual, there's just something about it that, I don't know, it just sounds a little sexier, I think, than routine, right? So morning ritual. So I have here maybe greeting the day with sun salutations. Of course, a cup of tea, always good. A brisk walk with your beloved four-legged friend. I've got one snoring on my lap right here. Begin each morning with an intentional, tranquil tone. So thinking to yourself, this does not have to be some huge undertaking. This could be 5 minutes. So what is something that you can do to set your morning up for success, right? Because we've all had those mornings where we're running around, our hair's still wet, we have like a bagel in our hand because it was like a frozen bagel, it's all we had in the refrigerator or in the freezer, and then, it's like the dogs are barking, we can't find our keys, and we're like, this is not going to be a good day. And so what would it look like to set your day up a little differently? And sometimes that just means that we start it a little earlier. Maybe we have our keys in a certain spot. We have a green smoothie at the ready. Like, this is my go-to morning ritual. And then, of course, a cup of tea. And then, of course, walking the dogs because they are demanding. Okay, so number 2. Daily dress up. Now I make this super duper easy because I live in 2 pieces. This is a 2-in-1 fitted top from my clothing line, and then also the capri leggings, which I have on. Now I wear this all the time. Of course, to yoga, ballet, bar class, but in addition to see clients, I throw on like a fancy skirt and some tall boots or over the knee socks and sandals in the winter time. And then for summer, of course, it's easy to just throw on sandals without over the knee socks. And then also, I'll even wear like a full dress over this. Like, this is just my go-to. So I kind of consider it my uniform. So for you, what do you have that's just like easy peasy, you always feel good in, and you could kind of make your mornings easier? So that's where things like a capsule wardrobe come into play. And you can, of course, find out more about a capsule wardrobe over on my website, kimberlywilson.com/capsule. But in the interim, what I write here is, let your daily dress reflect your personality, lifestyle, and signature style. Add a dose of flair, and don't forget your smile, good attitude, and vintage accessory. Okay, so the idea with this is, even if you're in the corporate world, like, can you add like a dose of flair that feels good to you? Maybe like a leopard print scarf, right? And those of you who are stay-at-home moms, there's no need to dress in corporate attire. Like, wear things that work for your lifestyle and that feel good. So that's what I love about this clothing line, is I can easily dress it up and I can dress it down. It goes from yoga class into meetings, into appointments, into biking around town, you name it, I'm in this. Number 3, third thing is mindful movement. Take a moment each day to move your body through dance, walking, or any other activity that makes your skin glisten. Bookend the experience with a dose of meditation by sitting still and connecting to your breath. All right, so connecting to breath, so important. And the idea behind this, right, is how do we keep moving, because we are so sedentary, most people, in front of a computer day in, day out. Even as a psychotherapist, I'm sitting with clients, right? So I'm sitting all day. And then I spend my mornings on the computer doing admin or Tranquility du Jour work. And then, that's like a long time. It's 15 hours, right? 12 to 15 hours on a computer or sitting. So getting your movement in, and that might be just walking around the block during your lunch break. For me, I recently signed up for something called Class Pass. I go to bar, ballet, yoga classes, and I even went to, talking about skin glistening, I went to an infrared spa in my ClassPass package. So what's really kind of cool about that is it just exposes you to new things. What is it that would keep you moving and keep you motivated? All right. So number 4, eat your veggies. Now, I mainly get my veggies here, right? Because I don't know, I don't love veggies as much. Now, I do love me some cauliflower. That's my dog. I do love me some cauliflower. Oh my gosh, buffalo wings, cauliflower, so freaking good. So I do love some vegetables. I shouldn't say I don't love them, but I do. But this is like a way for me to get them easy peasy, right? So, I just throw spinach, kale, mango, banana, hemp seed, flaxseed, chia seed, all sorts of good things into there, protein powder. And voila, I'm like consuming a ton of fruits and vegetables. Okay, so what I have here for Eat Your Veggies is reduce animal products and processed foods. We all know that. Increase plant-based consumption for a joyful effect on your health, the animals, and the planet. All right, number 5, journal. Okay, so let me show you my journal. I have this little baby with me all the time. Love me some journaling. I find it to be an incredibly therapeutic process. So I write here, spend a few moments penning your thoughts, noting highlights from your day, recurring dreams, what you consumed, how you're feeling, or anything else on your mind. All right, so this can be super duper helpful as we think about what's going on with me? What is it that is coming up for me? Why is that such a trigger? Why did I react that way? What is it I want? How do I want to make sure my days matter and count? So being able to write, Joan Didion has a great quote that says, I write to learn what I think, right? So for a lot of people, that's how we can process. I think introverts in particular. So journaling, so therapeutic. Okay, so 3 more. Number 6 is goal review. So reading over your month's dreams each day, this helps that those everyday decisions stay in alignment with your aspirations, right? So at the beginning of every month, I encourage people to make a list of what are your dreams for this month, even just looking at like, okay, what's on the schedule? Okay, so I'm going to be away this weekend. I've got this conference, it's so-and-so's birthday. I put that all into the dreams, like, safe travels to conference, learn lots at conference, host inspiring retreat, things along those lines. So I incorporate what's already there. And then I will also add things like read 3 books, take 6 weekly classes, things along those lines, right? So even if they're things that it's like, oh, they're somewhat part of my routine, I want to put them in there. Release 2 podcasts, host Tranquility live. And I always will write inspiring because I'm going to host it, right? But I want to make sure that I'm serving in some way. So I'll always use those little descriptors. Okay, number 7 is gratitude. At the end of each day, note at least one thing for which you're grateful. And it might be as simple as a warm bed or fresh water. So it's interesting. I recently read that there's no way for gratitude and fear to exist at the same time. So it's this interesting way to calm the amygdala is to switch with whatever it is that you're anxious about into gratitude. And apparently it calms the amygdala down. Who knew? So gratitude, studies have shown how powerful this is. So I encourage you to give it a whirl if you haven't already. It can also be super fun to have a gratitude buddy. Okay, and number 8 is evening ritual. So end your day with reflection, similar to how we start our days. Write in your journal, shut down your computer and smartphone, take a warm bath with Epsom salts, or read in bed for 30 minutes before lights out. So how do you end your days? And how could you do it in a way that just sets you up for a more tranquil morning, right? So maybe you review, okay, so I've got a 9 a.m. meeting. Okay, I need to make sure I've got my outfit set out, I've got my lunch packed, whatever it is, right? So we set ourselves up for success the night before so that we have a tranquil morning, a tranquil start. So those are my 8 daily tranquility tools. And you can find out more about these over at KimberlyWilson.com.